One of the things that's really important to me is that most individuals come to me and they peek their head in the door and they say, wow, this looks amazing. These people look normal. This place is awesome, but I gotta get in shape before I start CrossFit. And that is the number one thing I hear, and I'm like, no, you don't. You need to start now, because you're gonna have 150 different reasons why not to do something in life. But at the end of the day, the best thing to do is just take the leap and get started. What we offer here is a chance to reverse the clock for all ages and all backgrounds and add longevity to a person's life, add quality to their life. And that is the number one goal of a true CrossFit gym, is to see a person improve their overall quality of life through functional fitness. So the misconception there is that you have to get in shape before you walk in the door, but this is truly a place where you can be vulnerable and make friends that are gonna support you through those milestones of your first push-up, your first air squat, doing things that you never thought you could do. People do them all the time, but you have to make the decision to start before you can accomplish those things. So we tell everybody, just come in and just try it out, give it a shot, and you won't regret it. You'll love it, and you'll love the fact that you have normal people supporting you to do extraordinary things and to reach extraordinary goals that you probably thought you'd never be able to do. And that's what we do at CrossFit Fort Monroe. We want a place where everyone feels welcome and there is endless amounts of things to do. We try to think of CrossFit Fort Monroe as the country club of fitness. Although you don't have to put on a polo. You can come in sweaty in your work clothes, change, pull back the layers of life, and just feel welcome and just feel excited to be here around great community, around people that are gonna support you. It's been a wild ride for CrossFit Buckrow Beach transitioning into CrossFit Fort Monroe, but first and foremost, we're ecstatic to be here. We love it, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us as gym owners, but also as our community. We truly benefit from it. What was amazing was we had to move so quickly, so we didn't really have much time to prepare for this massive expansion or for this huge move that took place over a major holiday, Christmas break. So we moved very quickly. We signed our lease, and less than 2 weeks later, we moved over 10,000 pounds of equipment from our previous location into CrossFit Fort Monroe, rebranded, renamed. And we were scared because we didn't know how long it was gonna take us to move everything. It was a holiday, so we weren't really sure how much our community was gonna come forward and help us through that process. But they did. We moved our entire gym and 10,000 pounds of equipment in 4 hours. They all showed up the day after Christmas in pickup trucks and trailers, and I didn't even get a chance to point a finger. I just was like, and I look over and the people who have become family just were picking up weights and, all right, coach, where do you want me to put this? And so we did. It was cold, but it was beautiful, it was great, and they came together for us in a way that we hope to give back to them. And all the mats got put down. We took down 2 40-foot cinder block walls that were concrete and steel reinforced with sledgehammers. So about 10 of our members just took turns and we just hammered away at it. And we did all of that in 2 weeks. And then within 3 months, we installed bathrooms with a little bit of help from Viola and the fort. We had to bring water and sewage up to the building, but we did. We knocked it out, and we couldn't have knocked it out as fast without the awesome love and support of what makes CrossFit so great, and that is the community, so that supports it. So we have only been here at CrossFit Fort Monroe for 5 months, but I have lots of great memories of this place already. I would say the one that is the most dear to heart, and I think it just resonates with me as an entrepreneur, but Christmas Eve, showing the members the new facility, Coming from 1,200 square feet to 5,400 square feet and a view like this was pretty breathtaking even when it was cold at Christmas time. So just opening the doors and saying, hey guys, thanks for sticking it out with us. We're gonna offer you more. And then turning on the lights. It was like plugging in the lights for the Griswold family vacation, but to 150 awesome people. So it was really great. It was a breathtaking moment. A great example of an individual coming to me, a member who's very close and dear to my heart. She's in her 50s. And when she came to me, she said, I can't squat. I've got bad knees. I'm bone on bone. I'm gonna have to have a knee replacement within a year. And I said, okay. I said, well, you have to be able to get up. You have to be able to stand up. You have to be able to walk. Let's take a look at what injuries you have and how we can increase your quality of life and your ability to function day to day as pain-free as possible. During the course of a year, I worked very closely with this particular member who was bone on bone and was expected to get a knee replacement. We did very much like physical therapy exercises where we worked her through a series of range of motion, what hurt her, what didn't hurt her, massage therapy, physical therapy, and then we all worked together to see that particular athlete make a tremendous life change. She went from not being able to squat at all, her body weight, without pain, to being able to squat 185 for a set of 10 reps, full depth, without pain. She went back to her doctor a year after she had joined, and she said, okay, I'm ready to schedule for that knee replacement. And the doctor asked her, what have you been doing? And she said, CrossFit. And he was like, well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because the muscle tissue around her knees had become so strong that while she was still bone on bone, she had no longer a significant amount of pain, and she was able to squat and move and function without pain in a way that it prevented her from having to have that knee replacement. There are so many things to love about CrossFit Fort Monroe, or having a CrossFit gym at Fort Monroe. But first and foremost, whenever I travel, I love to drop in to other CrossFit gyms and just see what I can do better within my own community. And I have to say, of all the places I've been and the CrossFit gyms I've dropped into, this is just, it's a dream come true. I mean, I can throw a rock and hit the water. I can jog to the interstate if I wanted to and hitchhike to Chesapeake, Newport News, Norfolk, all those places. We can kayak, we can do sailing, we can do everything. And that's really what CrossFit's about, is just movement is medicine. We have to be able to move and function. So the great thing about CrossFit Fort Monroe is that it allows us an opportunity to not just do traditional gym-like workouts. We get to enjoy the beautiful views, not just the waterfront views, but the historic ones too. It's safe. Our kids can ride bikes outside and play. We've got a fully functional kids playground and a basketball hoop. And they can stop here on their way home instead of sitting in traffic, but they're literally less than a mile away from the interstate too. So it's win-win. I could probably spend my entire interview with you talking to people about how awesome Fort Monroe is. And it's just definitely a hidden gem. I'm sad that more people don't know about how awesome it is and all the great businesses that surround it, because there's quite a few that are wonderful. So I look forward to collaborating with them and getting to support them and see them thrive as well. So.